On your back, please. Close guard. So again, we're going over loose passing this week. Generally speaking, the way I define it, which is not the best way to define it, loose passing is using distance and angles to get around your opponent's frame. When you loose pass this week, I want you to shoot for north-south. Don't think of going to side control, and I'll explain why when we get there. Just have it in your mind to go north-south. As you go north-south, you'll see opportunities for pressure passing and the side control right there. By overshooting, sometimes, I was trying to think of an analogy. I can't think of anything. Just go north-south. Don't make me think. All right, from here, the first game we're going to play, close guard, please. If you're on top, your goal is to maintain or get to this posture here. Okay, looking to the horizon, back, not convex, concave here. Person's don't let them sit up and pin the hips to the floor, right? She's trying to break my posture here, so she's exactly. She's getting past the wrist, holding my head down. If I get here, I gotta build my base back up, control the wrist, and get back to this posture. That's all we're doing for a minute, okay? Person on bottom trying to break the posture. Person on top trying to maintain the posture. If you're on the bottom and I'm doing something stupid and you see an opportunity for a sweep or submission, take it. Go. Again, your only goal on top is to maintain this posture. Do not break the guard. Well, I mean, you can if you want, but do not pass the guard. Get to this posture. Person on bottom, break them down. If you can, sweep or submit. Cool? Good? All right, on three. 1, 2, 3. Go!
Julian on top, Kirk on the bottom. Julian, that good post between him and Kirk, trying to keep his hands off the mat. Kirk doing a good job trying to pull him down, but Julian countering with that inside position with the arms good. Hands right on his ribs slash chest slash hips. Oh, he's still got his posture broken though. So now he's got to fight back. Oh, he's gonna I think he's gonna cramp in his foot. He's got to keep his feet flat, first of all. I should have called that earlier. Nice tall posture. I'd like to see him looking towards the horizon a little bit more. Yeah, because Kirk's off balancing by pushing him forward. So he's got to sit back a little bit more and get his hands in a better position. That was an excellent break inside. But Julian is sitting forward too much. He's sitting forward too much. He's got to sit back here. So at least he's looking at the horizon this time. But he's got to sit back a little bit more. He's a little bit too forward, and that's only going to help his opponent. Otherwise, doing a good job keeping Kirk's hips down. The only thing I'm going to have him fix is sit back a little bit more. Got Britt on top, Alyssa on the bottom. Alyssa looks like she's gonna hit the Kimura sweep. Pretty good. They're gonna reset. Britt starts nice and tall. Good. Oh no. Oh, that was close. She almost let's get chest to chest here. She's being taken off her base a little bit too easily. I'd like to see her a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Active with the hands. All structure or solid structure between her chest and her opponent's chest. Alyssa doing a good job trying to break the grips down left just like she did. I think she was asking me about a pendulum sweep, and I was like, don't even worry about that right now. The drill is for the person on top. I might be trying to fix her pendulum sweep here. But before that, Britt was doing, let me rewind a little bit before that. Britt was doing a good job, yeah, maintaining this nice tall posture. That's what we're looking for here. Got George on top and Dave on the bottom here. George wrestled before. It was his first time doing jiu-jitsu. They've done a good job breaking that posture and staying close to his opponent. Good. Very good grip fighting by George. That's what I like to see. A good grip's going to push down. Yeah, push down on Dave's posture. Stay nice and tall. His weight is seated back. I like what I'm seeing so far. Dave trying to recover that grip, but George doing a good job negating it. Well, I don't quite know what's going on here, but not bad. Dave goes for a high guard. George keeps that nice tall posture. Dave doing a good job attacking the elbow now. He's going for a girlfriend grip. Yeah, that's going to keep North's posture broken. Oh, now he's going to work himself into a triangle here. Again, it's his first jiu-jitsu class. He didn't know what a triangle was. Probably did something that felt instinctual. And again, outside of jiu-jitsu, probably would have been correct. But obviously in jiu-jitsu, you don't want to have one arm in, one arm out. Dave throwing up a triangle. See if he finishes it. I think he's going to run out of time. Now we got Dave on top and George on the bottom here. So they start Dave. Tall posture, pins his hips. I like to see him sit back a little bit more. George addressing the grips now. Yep. Now Dave doesn't only has one post on his opponent's hips. Still doing a good job fighting back, not letting George dominate the grip too much. Guard's open now. Yep. So that would be a win on Dave's part. So George again, trying to find a way around those tall posts. Easier said than done. So let's look at this posture right here. Dave's sitting back a little bit here. Look at this ramrod straight post he's got. Very hard for George to do anything with his hips. If he wants to do something, he's got to adjust these grips first. Oh, I don't know what happened. There we go. Good. Now he breaks the grips. Doing a lot of work for not a lot of purchase. Dave's sitting back with his posture nice and tall. And very important, his weight is balanced. There we go. George is starting to break. Yep, climb up the human body. He's got to use his legs a little bit more. Again, obviously he's a wrestler, very good from the top. First day in jiu-jitsu, he's not using his, in my opinion, not using his legs enough to control Dave's posture. Your legs are stronger than your arms, and they're longer too. So give your upper body a little bit of a break. Denise on top and Britt on the bottom here. Britt doing a funky job breaking down Denise's posture. Very good. So we can see that Denise has essentially folded her arms in half. So she started with nice tall posture here, but now we can see they're cut in half here. Looks like Britt's trying to work a triangle or an armbar. She's got the high guard here. Let's see if she weaves it into something. Wait, I don't know what she's going for, but this space is not helping. Denise might try and roll out of it. I can't quite tell what they're. Oh, she's in the triangle now. Okay. So now she's in the triangle. It's a little bit more solid. Doing a good job keeping her posture relatively high. Yeah, big space for Denise to get her arm back in. As long as she doesn't get caught in a dared orchard or something like that, she should be okay. She's still deep in an entanglement here, though. Britt looking for a sweep, and Denise manages to block it. Tell me she gets caught in something else next. No, she's good. I hope. Oh, that was funky. Let's check out that sweep right there. So she's blocking everything correctly. What does Britt do here? I'm actually not quite sure what exactly happened. Looks like Britt's left, almost like a modified scissor sweep. I'm assuming Denise's right knee is here, and then the back of Britt's knee is probably going to cap that, and then she's going to pitch her over. I do not know what happened. Kevin on the top and Zach on the bottom here. Zach, exceptionally strong for his weight class. I've definitely said that before. Kevin doing a good job addressing the grips early. So just because of my schedule, I don't get a lot of gi practices these days. So when I do go in, I notice how important it is to deal with the grips early and often. Sometimes I bring my no gi game into gi, and while it's not completely different, I'll notice that if I'm going up against a good black belt and they got grips on me and I just try and pressure them, I am going for a ride. Kevin doing a good job staying tall, negating a lot of Zach's grips here. Let me rewind a little bit. So here, I don't know if you can see it. Kevin's got his left arm or right arm on top of Zach's left arm here. Zach has a grip here, but it's going to be hard to pull him down with just his arms. We can see his legs are disconnected and not really in a position to be being used. So Kevin's still got the advantage here. And still staying nice and tall. Just got to deal with those grips. Like to see Zach use his legs a little bit more from the bottom. Kevin doing a good job achieving and maintaining the objectives. Zach on top, Kevin on the bottom. You guys don't believe me, but Zach's a really strong dude, and he's got really good posture right now. Which paused it at the perfect time. You see these pillars in the way, and Kevin needs to break through those pillars in order to break Zach's posture down. In order to do that, he needs to like disrupt these pillars, but Zach's doing a good job keeping that posture. You ever come across one of those guys? They don't really lift a lot of weights. They don't look very big, but they're just crazy strong, like farm strong. That's what Zach pretty much is. Like you see, he's not even sweating right now. He's chilling. Kevin going for something. Oh, there we go. Not a bad idea. That was pretty good. He's forcing Zach to move his pillars. Still having trouble breaking his posture down. He's kind of like a Lazy lasso on the left side. If he were able to turn it into a full lasso, he might be able to break the posture. Zach doing a good job keeping his posture where it needs to be. He's a little bit forward now, but making good adjustments and keeping his grips where they need to be. To be honest with you, I'm not even sure if I could break Zach's posture down. He really wanted to stay there.
Your opponent's guard, get to standing, and control their legs. Just get to there for now. We're going to go over loose passing separately. So, the first break that we're going to go over, again, concepts over specifics. I want to get the circumference of my knee and hips greater than her ability to keep her ankles locked. Okay? This works best if someone's shorter than you or same height. If someone's significantly tall, if they're a little bit taller than you, it'll still work. If they're significantly taller than you, probably not. You probably go to the log splitter technique, right? From here, I'm going to show you one standing, one seated, one standing. Again, see the principles behind the technique rather than the specifics of the technique themselves. If I'm seated, I'm going to pin my opponent's hips to the ground. Again, my goal is to get the circumference of my knee and hips greater than her ability to keep her legs closed, right? So from here, I'm going to insert one knee in the middle, making sure her knee's on the ground. My other knee goes back. And now as I sit back towards that knee, the circumference of my knee and hip are too great for her to keep her ankles closed. Does everyone see how that works, right? From here, I'm not done yet. I'm going to stand up and control my opponent's ankles. I'm not going to have my feet parallel, and I'm not going to have my foot so close that she can grab my ankle. Super annoying to deal with, right? So I'm going to deal with that right away by having my feet away from my opponent. My legs are split, and I'm controlling their ankles here. Just get to here for now, okay? So again, seated one more time. Generally speaking, you're going to pin your opponent's hips. If at any point in this technique, your opponent's hips rise, reset back to this position, reset the pin, okay? One knee in the middle, open the other knee, and sit back towards it. You'll feel your circumference become too great for her to handle, and you're going to stand up, control the ankles, okay? If I'm doing this standing, the same principle applies, okay? From here, I'm going to freeze one of her grips to her center of gravity, her belly button here, okay? You can do it however you want. I like to go 2-on-1. If I'm freezing her grip on the left side, I'm going to step my left foot up because that way she can't grab it, right? If I step my right foot up, she's going to start hooking in, and now I'm losing my balance and stuff, okay? So again, from here, 1, 2. When I step my right foot up, I'm not going to step it forward. I'm going to pivot on it here. And now, as I keep this foot out of her range, if she's trying to hook my leg, I'm trying to keep it out of range. And I open her legs by pushing down on the knee, not the ankle, okay? Maximum point of leverage on the knee. From here, same thing. I let go of the grip, and I stand up out of range. And this is the position that I want you to end at. Any questions? If you know other guard breaks, absolutely go for them. Posture, just like the first game we played. Break the guard, stand up, control the ankles. Any questions? Go. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Hunter on top, Kirk on the bottom here. Hunter getting a nice tall posture. He's got to sit back a little bit. Kirk letting him work a little bit. Hunter, one of our newer guys. There we go. Kirk's trying to underhook the leg, but he didn't get much purchase on it. Hunter doing a good job controlling the grips. Should not let Kirk sit up. Very good. Just basic stuff. I'd like to see him step his left foot up because, again, when he's froze his left side, our right side, he froze that grip, so it makes sense for him to step this leg up so Kirk can't use that arm to underhook it. There we go. Now he's got to pivot his other foot back to make a nice tall posture. Yep. Now, hey, there we go. Textbook. Obviously, Kirk was letting him work a little bit. That was pretty textbook. Again, he's frozen Kirk's right arm. Oh, Kirk fighting back though. Hunter's got to get tall again and sit his weight back. Good. Now, I don't know if he knows like the big man log splitter break, but that would have been a good time to do it. He's a little bit shorter than Kirk, I believe, and that log splitter one works great on taller opponents. Looks like he's going back to the first one he did. Got his leg caught on that one though. He's got to freeze the grip again and step up onto that side. And that's going for the traditional break. There we go. Now he's got to stand up in posture. Very good. Nate on top and on the bottom here. Nate trying to get to that standing posture. Splitting the guard open, but his posture's a little. Oh, he's got to watch that triangle. I do not like that. His posture is way too. And should be throwing up a triangle right now. He's got Nate's posture completely broken, and Nate made the mistake of sticking his hand inside. Yeah, I'm not saying sticking your hand inside to break the guard is a bad idea. I've seen a lot of champions do it, but notice their posture. They're probably ramrod up straight from floor to ceiling with their spine. Do not do it from a broken posture position. Nate a little bit high on Ant's body, but it's kind of working out. Oh, there we go. Ant reclaims the guard. Nate's trying to ice skate uphill. He's trying to deal with the lower body without having a grip on the upper body. That's better. Now he can stand up. Good. And his weight was a little bit too far forward. I want to see his weight, not necessarily even backwards, just in control. Him in, like this, him in control of his own weight, his own balance, his own posture. Doing a good job keeping Ant from getting high on his collar. He's got Ant's left hand stuff. That's pretty good. That's a good grip. Yep, he's gonna make. Oh, almost good adjustment by Ant. Almost getting an arm drag there. And good readjustment by Nate. Gets the guard open and backs out. That was nice. Oh, but he allowed Ant to get to his feet. Let's look at what happened there. So here, pretty good posture, I would say, from here. Obviously, Ant's working this arm, so it's hard for Nate to sit back anymore. So he's working with what he's got. He's got the guard open. Let's see what happens. He's got the hands on the hips, backs out, backs too far out, and he's on his knees. He's not standing. So he gets caught. Or he doesn't get caught, but his opponent is able to stand up. Think they have enough time to run it back one more time. Nice tall posture from Nate. It's broken now. Think this might be the end of the round for these fellas. Got Kirk on top and Dave on the bottom here. Kirk, nice tall posture. Dave does a good job getting that. The Hawaii, that's not quite a girlfriend grip as we call it, but he's doing a good job breaking that pillar, that post down to break Kirk's posture. Kirk's got that knee in the middle, sitting back, working that second head. Oh, let's look at what happened there. So he's sitting back. He's looking good. Oh, okay, he just got off balance, and Dave did the smart thing about keeping this post in close. That way he just cocks his hips, and now he's got two for the mount, and I'm sorry, two for the sweep, four for the mount. That's where we'll rewind a little bit. So the restart. Works a little bit too far forward. Now he just, yep. I would go to, if I were Kirk, I would go to a different guard break, maybe a big man break from here, because he keeps getting his posture broken and his weight compromised when he's trying to do that log splitter, not log splitter, that traditional knee in the butt break. Risky, but his posture's back. Let's see if it works out. He's got both arms in. I wouldn't recommend that. Yeah, Dave's just manipulating his weight with his. That's good girlfriend grip. You go for like a reverse Kimura from here, at least a sweep. At the very least, he's controlling Kirk's posture. Oh, Kirk managed to get the guard open. That was nice. Let's look at what happened. So Kirk is caught deep in a girlfriend grip. His right arm's still working. Oh, Dave, I think, was trying to go for a sweep, voluntarily abandoned that hook. Kirk notices it, steps his right leg up and over. Yep. I think Dave was letting him work a little bit. Moving on. Oh, sorry. Went too far back. Sorry, guys. Right about here. So they start. Kirk's got a nice tall posture. He's got to sit back a little bit. Dave doing a good job keeping his hips off the floor. Oh, breaks Kirk's posture down. Kirk's hands are on the mat. Now he's got to recover, doing the right things. Got his left arm as a brace or a frame. He's going to get his right arm back without exposing himself to any unwanted danger. Now he's got to make tall posture again. Good. Oh, made the mistake of stepping up with that leg without confirming the grip. Yeah. And I'm telling him right now, if you freeze your opponent's right arm, you gotta step up with your left. There we go. Now Dave can't underhook. Sit back. As long as he watches the dummy sweep, he'll be okay. Oh no, it looks like Dave's going for. I thought he was going. He's gonna swing around a knee bar or something. I know what that was. We'll count it as a win. On top, Kev on the bottom. And it's got the guard broken. He's just got to make the good posture. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Almost to a passing position. He's got to stand. There we go. Now he's got to control the grips. Good. That was pretty good. He's got to get. I would like to see him get the grip off his collar, obviously, but overall that was pretty good. So they're gonna run it back. I'd like to see and with his head a little bit higher and his yeah, I guess his posture weight a little bit further back. Here he's got to deal with the collar grip first. Yep, because you see his posture being broken. He's got to step 1 foot back so he doesn't get caught in the dummy sweep. Called it. So again, anytime you're standing up in someone's guard, make sure your weight, or you're not your weight, your feet are offset. I'd like to see, yeah, again, there we go. Kev's got a hand on the collar, but it's a weak grip. He could break that really easily if he wanted to. They should have made him do it again just to get Kev's grip off his collar. So they restart. Now he's adjusting the grip early. He has to. God, that was good. Oh, you see, go back. So he broke the grips here. Now he's doing everything right. Breaks the grips, but doesn't control them. Goes immediately to the belly grip here. Now, what's the opponent going to do? They're just going to establish grips again. Boom. Almost the exact same grips he had before. So once you break your opponent's grips, you get offensive on the grips. There we go. Much better. Broke the grip, established his own grip, and then got nice and tall in the guard. We'll run it back one more time. Hopefully they won't run out of time. Oh, that was better. Yep, his feet were offset, so he didn't get hit with that dummy sweep. Good adjustment. Here we have Alyssa on top and Dave on the bottom. Dave doing a good job using his legs to knock Alyssa off her base as she gets one knee in the middle. Oh, did you see that little hip scoot that Dave had? So, Alyssa gets her knee in the middle here. Watch, Dave negates it by scoot into the middle. Boom. Now she can no longer generate the force needed to effectively open the guard. I mean, she did there, obviously. Dave's letting her work. But in a real situation, someone taller than her, yeah, definitely not going to happen. That knee in the middle escape, or I shouldn't say escape, the knee in the middle break, again, I think I explained it in class, designed for people smaller, maybe the same height, but not ideal against someone who's longer than you and much longer than you. It's going to be nigh impossible. Alyssa's got her feet stacked side to side. She might go for a ride here. These being too nice, in my opinion. It's got good posture. That was a good break. Control the pants as she backs up, stands up. She's got to get out of range of Dave's arms. Good. At the end there, that was pretty good. So we're going to reset and run it back. So we're noticing she's so tall here. Again, I understand that getting the knee in the middle and not sacrificing your posture going forward is going to be tough, but look how straight her legs are. Of course, all Dave has to do is tilt to the side. She's going to collapse over her base. So again, have your base backwards as much as you can, even when you get the knee in the middle. Is it going to be perfect? No. Are you going to sacrifice some of your forward posture? Yes, absolutely. But again, try and keep it. There we go. She did a much better job staying back this time. Got the guard open. She's got to, yeah, as soon as the guard's open, she's got to move, or else Dave's going to start establishing grips. He's being nice right now. You can see his hands are unoccupied. But in a real situation, yeah, exactly. He's gonna be getting grips here. She's got to deal with those. Got to make the posture. Might run out of time before she gets another one. Oh, freezes the grip. Oh, she's always unstable base all over the place. Yeah, she's got to stabilize her base by getting her knees wider and sitting back further. Day one stuff. Hook on top and Aaliyah on the bottom here. So now the goal is for the person on top to break open the guard and get into a standing passing position, basically controlling their ankles. So it's got nice tall posture. And Aaliyah's hips down. Aaliyah needs to be way more active with her arms here. She's just kind of letting them do the technique. And yeah, she's addressed the grip later, but I'd like to see her adjust it a little bit sooner. Reset. Kirk going for the break. Yeah, Aaliyah's not doing anything with her arms until it's too late here. No, early. Earlier is better. But they say you could pay now or you could pay later. But if you pay later, there's always interest on it. So address things as early as possible. Again, her hands being lazy. She made a good connection there. That's not too bad. But I'd like to see her engage a little bit sooner because Kirk is literally as soon as he's breaking the guard open, she's playing catch up and she's too far behind. Yeah, you can see how Kirk's hands and feet are in the correct position. That allows him to stand up and get to a nice tall standing posture. Reset back. Now, granted, Kirk is also much heavier, stronger than Aaliyah. But even like right now, she should be attacking his grips, pulling him down, setting up a second layer of defense. Again, there's a big difference between getting your guard broken and then voluntarily abandoning your guard in order to set up another layer of defense. That was a little bit better that time. Kirk had good positioning, good grips on her ankles though. Kirk on top and Hunter on the bottom here. Hunter doing a good job keeping his hips off the floor. Kirk looking for that hand fight. Smart. A 2-on-1 now. Step the left leg up. Okay, knees free and clear. Now that was good. That was tech. Wow, let's look at that again. That was tech. I don't know. Granted, Hunter's only been doing it like a week. That was textbook. Gets 2-on-1, pins it to his stomach. You could see he's freezing Hunter's right arm, Kirk's left side. So he's going to step that left foot up. Boom. Now he's going to make nice tall posture, pivot up onto that right foot. Boom. He's a little too close for comfort, in my opinion, but that is the nature of this technique. A powerful stand up requires a parallel stance here. That being said, you probably are going to stagger your stance a little bit, sacrifice a little bit of power so you don't get your foot caught. I don't like how he's hopping back like that. I think I yelled at him a couple times for that. Like, don't hop back, step back, because hopping back indicates that your feet might be parallel or are at one point parallel. There's better ways to do it than relying off athleticism, in my opinion. Under comes up, Rick gets an inside position with the hands, very good. Sitting back nice and tall. Looks like he's going for the same break. Yep, now his stance is staggered. Now it's a little bit parallel. Yeah, I don't like how he's, even for a split second, I don't like how he's parallel. And I don't like how he's hopping back. I'd rather him step up foot back at a time, or even stay in the headquarters and step 1 foot back while controlling the legs instead of just pushing down, hopping back. There's a lot that can go wrong there. In my opinion, the risk is not worth the reward. He's got to get his right hand off the mat. Good. He's freezing the other side now. Good. Steps the right foot up. See if he pivots onto the left. Yep. He's a little too parallel right now. Yeah, that was again. He's getting away with it because Hunter is only a week in. That was. Can we all agree that that's not a good idea? Let's go back and look at it here. So far, so good. Here, he's a little bit in danger. He's stacking Hunter pretty tall, so he might not be too susceptible to the dummy sweep. But why tempt fate here? Yeah, that's just absolute. Was he doing a power clean? That's dumb. Like, what if Hunter didn't open his guard at that point? If Hunter had kept his guard, he he would have gone. Yeah, Kirk would have been in for a bad time. So please don't rely on jumping back to break your opponent's guard, even if your opponent's only a week or two in. Good grip fight. See what he does with it. Mm-hmm. Stands up. A little bit parallel. Oh my God, please stop. Kirk, please stop. The little booty jiggle and jump back. Horrible. Yeah, he's somehow getting it, but he's relying on that jump back to break the guard. Okay, please don't do that, guys. Got Anthony on the top and Nate on bottom here. Anthony's giving up that head posture again. I want to see him looking off to the horizon, especially a shorter guy like Nate should not be able to make direct contact with his head. If he gets a collar, that's another story, right? That's a gi issue. But if he's able to get his hook his head around Ant's like his hand around Ant's head, as we saw a second ago, that's a problem. It's a systemic problem. Right now he's doing a good job breaking the grips, sitting relatively far back. He's got that leg up. Let's see if he breaks the guard to the left. Probably should have picked a better angle. Looks like he's still struggling to get that establish a dominant grip. Settles back to both knees, but his posture is way broken. There we go. Now he needs to get his head up. There we go. Let's defend that collar first. Gonna build a base, hands on the inside. Looks like Nate's got double overhooks right now. So, oh, it guard's open. No, quite know what Nate's plan is. Looks like he's going for a butterfly. Ant's got to get, he's got to use his head in the underneath Nate's chin to get his arms back, if that makes sense, because it looks like he's getting caught in a double overhook right now. Or he could lean to one side, free one arm, lean to, there we go. Freeze one side. There we go. Now he's making posture. There we go. There we go. There we go. He's got to deal with the grips. He's gonna get dumped. Again, as desperate as you are, don't skip steps. Deal with the grips first. Have your legs split so you don't get dumped. Probably gonna. Oh no, maybe he gets one more in. That's better. Oh no. Let's look at what happened. What went right? What went wrong? So here they say go. He gets relatively tall again. Nate has a grip right here that he's got to deal with, and now he's got a grip on Ant's left leg. So Ant better be sure to get that right foot way back. Okay, it's back, but oh, okay, I see. He's already kind of starting to fall, and my theory is that Nate was able to grab the pants on the far leg. Yep, and then gets hit with a dump. Got Kirk on top and Anthony on the bottom, running at Nogi. Anthony doing a good job 2-on-1. Oh, I didn't see how that happened. Let me see. So, oh, Kirk reached back, opened up the guard. Even though Ant had 2-on-1, Kirk was able to shimmy out and control, and at least he didn't jump back this time. Kirk again, trying to fight past those grips. Hey, very good. Pretty textbook. I'm gonna run it with a closed guard. And doing a good job. It should get you try and climb up Kirk's body, get to the head. There we go, like that. Yeah. Break Kirk's posture and get around his head if possible. I think Ant's focusing a little bit too much on the 2-on-1, like wrist grip. Good break and stand up by Kirk. I think Ant's got to attack a little bit higher on the human body, elbows, shoulders, head. Start at the wrist for sure, but he's got to start climbing up. Yeah. So he exactly. There we go. Almost. Here. Now he's got to move on to something else. He's not going to just be able to hold Kirk here. Yeah, that's it's not gi, so it's tough to hold your opponent in an extended position like that. Yep, and Kirk opens the guard. Almost passes from there. Manages to stand up and control the legs. Kind of control the legs. We're gonna run it back. See if anybody makes some adjustments. And it's got his legs super low. There we go. Now he's in the closed guard. I'd like to see him. Yeah, controlling your opponent's wrists is crucial in no-gi, but if you're trying to break their posture, just like in the gi, except without the collar, yeah, exactly. Get your opponent's head. Kirk doing a good job with that reach back into the stand-up. Hunter on top and Julian on the bottom here. Julian doing a good job using his legs. Oh, legs to break the posture and the arms to keep the posture broken. Yeah, Hunter's got to get inside position with the arms now. Start, yep, there we go. Now he can start extending out, maybe sliding under his arms. Yep. He's sitting a little bit too far forward. I like to see Hunter a little bit further back. Doing a good job controlling the grip. Yep, pivots up on the far leg. Pretty good standard break. Obviously, Julian was letting him work a little bit. That's pretty good with the added pass. So they run it here. Oh, good inside position by Julian. Now Hunter's got the inside, but now Julian's got the inside position again. Probably gonna break those grips a little bit, maybe. Interesting. Yeah, he had his feet parallel. It wasn't the cleanest sweep ever, but still broke Hunter's balance and posture. Julian's really got it broken down now. Oh, Hunter pops his head out. Now he can build a little bit of height. He's still hand fighting. Julian's building good height. I'd like to see him posture back. Oh, first of all, big thing I should have addressed him. His feet should be flat on the ground, and that's going to allow him to pull his weight back even more. Yeah, his weight is oriented. If your feet are up like that, your weight's oriented forward, which you don't want to be in the guard, with some exception, of course. They're going to run out of time.
Forcing you guys to go over loose passing. Okay? So avoid the temptation to crush your opponent. You can do that later in sparring. Loose passing for now, again, loosely defined, no pun intended. I'm using distance and angles to get around my opponent's guard. If you're a white belt, avoid the temptation to do this. Not that it's a bad idea, avoid the temptation to do this. And then just run around your partner, right? Because it's not going to be very effective after white belt, right? So Britt knows what she's doing, and I throw her legs to the side, and I try to, yeah, exactly. She's going to be sticky with her legs, she's going to make connections with the hands, and it's just not, it's not something that's sustainable your entire jiu-jitsu career. Let me give you a couple basic guidelines for the loose passing that I want you to do today, and we'll move on from there. Again, concepts over specifics. From here, I want you to get a cross grip, okay? Meaning, if I'm going to my right, I'm going to switch off her left ankle to my left hand, okay? At the same time, I'm going to make an angle by stepping in that direction, okay? Just like this. Or you can go under this way. Doesn't matter. So I've made a cross grip. I'm going to step and circle past her hip line. Once I get past her hip line, her goal is no longer to keep her feet in front of me, but rather to keep her knees into her chest here. So if I'm trying to go to side control, yeah, she's got a nice little frame there, okay? So priority number one, get past the bottoms of your opponent's feet, okay? Priority number two, yeah, this is what happens. She's no longer concerned about putting her feet on my body. She's going to bring her knees to her chest. So now I need to create some kind of, I hesitate to say pressure, but some kind of pressure that's going to make her legs do this. Okay, that's where my hands come into play. So, step one, get past the bottoms of your opponent's feet. Step two, I'm now going to create downward pressure towards her feet, this way. Okay, it can be one hand, it can be both hands, doesn't matter. That's why I want you to go all the way to north-south. Once I get to north-south and I've beaten her hip line, the only thing she can do to defend is use your arms to post. From here, the way I beat that post is by swinging my hands inside here, and dropping my hips. Okay, again, one more time. From here, oh, you're good. I'll go the opposite side. I'm going to make a cross grip. I'm going to run past my opponent's hip line. Yeah, but obviously she's going to make adjustments here. Okay, so whether I get one hand or both hands, I'm going to push her feet down towards her legs, or push her legs down towards her feet, for lack of a better word, right? Here, boom, again, she's going to post with her arms most likely. I'm going to swim one side in and drop my shoulder immediately, okay? If she has her arms locked out, she can support a lot of weight, right? So just like a bench press here, right? If my weight's just resting right here, she can bench press a lot. But once I start adding movement, becomes much less stable, right? So if she's bench pressing me here, for lack of a better word, right? I'm not gonna smash straight down. I'm gonna turn my chest and collapse her frames to get to north-south. Okay, so the basic principles that I want you to go over. Get past your opponent's feet. Once you pass the hip line, create downward pressure. If you run into posts north-south, you're gonna swim your shoulder in until you're chest to chest. Keep those three things in mind. Go. All right, on three. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Elias starting in the top position, controlling the legs. I would like her to go to the other side. Yeah, if she's going to kill that left side, she should go to the left. Generally speaking, again, you don't have to, but oh, that was slick. Let's look at that again. So she kills that left side, our right, her left. Boom, steps around Anthony's long post here. Keep them relatively square to the mat, so it's hard for him to high leg over. Her left hand here is preventing Anthony's high leg. Now she just got to get past this long frame and then collapse the short frames. That's her. Oh, how did she get around that? She did a little. Okay, she did a little hopscotch. So her right leg comes in. Yep. Anthony loses contact with her left leg, kicks up and over and collapses down her frame. I'd like to see her solidify the position a little bit more. We did go into a couple of techniques on how to get chest to chest at the end. A couple of the guys were skipping. They're like, "Oh, I got the north south. It's good enough." No, you got to collapse their opponent's frames. I forget what I called specifically for this drill. They might have just had to get to that north south position and not necessarily get chest to chest. Switch directions. Like the way she's killing that arm. Not bad, but she let Anthony get off the flat of his back, so he could probably scramble from here. She's doing a good job killing the leg and getting to the side, though. So here, she runs it again. Goes to her left. There we go. Boom. Yeah, again, I'd like to see her get a little bit more chest-to-chest contact. Got Connor on top, high on his back. Connor looking, oh, he's killing that leg effectively. He almost had it, but he let go. I should really gotta learn how to do slow motion here. So he let go. Yeah, here. He was killing the leg for a second. Here. Good, good, good. But here he lets go. And instead of, relies on his athleticism to get around. Doesn't work because all Kai needs to do is bring that frame back in. And now he's able to use his legs to keep Connor at a distance. See how Connor adjusts. Oh, gets hit with a dummy sweep. Little tripod sweep action there. Let's see it again here. Kai's got right hand on the far leg, right leg on the close side leg. He's getting ready to post right here. Tripod. Boom. Done. Skip forward a bit. Oh, that was slick. That was slick. Going to his right. Notices a gap, gets past his opponent's knee frame here, collapses, boom, right on top. He'll run it back again. Pretty good matchup with these two young guys. I'd like to see Connor control the ankles a little bit more, not necessarily the knees. Pushes Kai's knees in, steps over. Kai doing a good job with his hands and legs, maintaining that frame pretty good. Denise on top, Aaliyah on the bottom. Denise doing a good job controlling the ankles, switching directions. Gets north-south. Gotta get chest to chest. There we go. Pretty textbook. She's doing a good job misdirecting the legs, keeping Aaliyah's frames away from her. Rotating, beats the angle. From here, she's got to drop. See, this is where we run the. That's not too bad. Let me rewind. Here, let's think of what our opponent has. Got two distinct posts here. We're dropping straight into them. No good. And there's a video I made a couple months ago about how to weave your way into the position here. Basically, you're gonna pummel one hand in until your elbow hits the floor, and then your opposite hip, I'm sorry, your same side hip is gonna hit the opposite shoulder. So if Denise were to drop, in this case, her left elbow to the floor again, she's not gonna drop it straight down. She's gonna like pummel it inside here. Her left hip would hit the far shoulder, the right shoulder of Aaliyah. So she's essentially rotating crossbody pressure this way. Here, she just drops her hips and then manages to pummel her upper body in. Not a bad idea, but that allows your opponent to get their feet back in. Aaliyah doing a good job maintaining connection this time. Yep, she's real sticky with that foot. Sticky on the foot, I should say. Now Denise is having a trouble getting around the guard. She could drop back for a leg lock here, but I don't. I think I banned that from the drill. There we go. Now she makes an angle. Aaliyah doing a good job. Oh, good misdirection. That was a very good misdirection. Here, I think I rewound too far. She's going this way. Watch what she does. Aaliyah goes to recover, sends her on her way, cuts back around, gets the pass. Very good. Kirk on top, Anthony on the bottom. Kirk controlling the ankles, trying to find an angle. Anthony, I would say, has to get a little bit more engagement heavy with his hands. Kirk trying to. Oh, there we go. I thought he had it. Anthony doing a good job. Oh, okay. Let's look at what happened there. Anthony was doing a good job keeping his posts and frames in. Oh, okay. Kirk gets underneath Anthony's ankle. Let's see how he got there. So he's fighting here, here. Oh, okay. He just his right arm's already in an underhook position. So he gets his left hand in the same position, but gets it underneath the ankles here. Now all he's got to do is up and over, boom, and now he's making that angle, and now he's gonna get chest to chest. Very nice by Kirk. Did not see that coming. Um, Not quite. Let's see what went wrong there. So tries to make an engagement chest to chest. Anthony's got his left knee in as a frame and his arms. Okay, so he's keeping Kirk away at bay. Kirk tries to turn the angle. His left hand is in the wrong position. His left hand should be pushing Anthony's knee slash leg down this way. Anthony managed to invert. Keep it, yeah. And he keeps that left knee in position here, acts as a frame. Kirk has to abandon the position. So again, you're trying to open our opponent. Open their knee and elbow, either get the side control or north-south. There we go. That was good. Fake's going left, goes right, but now look, he's opening this leg. I'd like to see his hand on the knee, but ankle will suffice. Puts his leg that way. We get opening here. Look, now we're past the legs. Now all we got to do is deal with the frames here. Don't like how he dealt with it. Yeah, there we go. Now he's gonna cut. Nice. Jaden on top. Aaliyah. I almost forgot her name. Aaliyah on the bottom. Again. So here, Jaden trying to pass, controls the ankles. Doing a good job keeping his ankles out of range. He's, I would say he's dropping his weight a little bit too early. Didn't quite get past the bottom frame there. I want to see him go all the way north-south. Let's fast forward a bit. Oh, shit. Let's look at what happened there. So he got his ankle caught, and instead of stepping this foot back, where is it? Instead of stepping this foot back, he continues to walk back normally, and he literally drags Aaliyah into range to get to the other ankle. And then from there, it's just a simple dummy sweep. Very well executed by Aaliyah. So be cognizant of where your feet are at. Here. Let's see if he keeps his feet out of range and can get the pass. Much better. Didn't get the pass, but he kept his feet out of range. Britt on top and Denise on the bottom here. Britt controlling the ankles, doing a good job. Denise getting connections. Oh, she's letting Britt get too many connections. Oh, Britt runs around the corner though. Stuck in half guard, maybe? Yeah, stuck in half guard. But still manages to get chest to chest. Good enough. Are they going for the full pass? I forget what I told them to do. Gonna fast forward here. 'Cause I just want to concentrate on the pass. Pass from standing, I should say. So the reset again. We're doing a good job maintaining pressure going forward. Oh, good knee slide. And an underhook. She's probably gonna be able to knee slide her way to that was beautiful. From here, she's controlling the knees. Gets her leg over. Still runs into the knee shield here, but manages to get the underhook here. And Denise is gonna slide instead of going, or it's not Denise. Britt, instead of sliding forward, she's gonna go out a little bit. Slide through. Boom, and manages to beat that knee shield and come up into side control. Very good. On top, Kirk on the bottom. Oh, Kirk with the easy stand up. So again, we want to control our opponent's ankles. But now Anthony has an ankle controlled. That ends up in the close guard. Pull the knees. Oh, Kirk's got grips now. That was nice. That was nice. Let's look at what happened. So from this open position, Ant's gonna pin Kirk's ankle to the floor, slide his right knee forward. Here, right here, essentially into a knee slide. Manages to beat the angle. He's on his feet, much more athletic position. We can see he's past the uh, last leg frame. Kirk probably is not going to be able to get his knee up in time. It's risky. It's in a perpendicular position to Kirk's spine here. And Matt goes, oh, I thought he was going to go side control. Goes all the way north south. Nice. Very good. Kirk's still fighting out of it. Gets the front headlock, stands up. Let's see what happens here. I think he's got to snap him back down. Kirk manages to break the grip and get to standing. That was a nice pass, but Kirk managed to recover. Matt on top, Dave on the bottom here. Oh, that was slick. Let's see what happened there. That's a cross grip here. Yeah, reinforces it with the left hand. Now look how misaligned Dave is right now. Dave's body wants to point this way because of the pressure on this leg. All Dave has is a left hand post here. It's gonna be easy to overcome. Oh, Dave does the right thing by collapsing his frame in. So now Matt has to get past the knee. He beat the ankle, he beat the bottom of the foot. Now he's got to beat the knee. How does he do it? Pushes down as he circles right. Gets the north south and falls into position chest to chest. Very nice. Fast forward a little bit here. He's got to get a little bit more active with his hands. Oh, sells with a front headlock. That's the guard. Nice. Dave's got to use his hands instead of doing jazz hands. Matt's got to clear the leg. There we go. He's got to clear the leg a little bit more like he did in the beginning. Stuck in the knee shield. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna run out of time. Oh, almost gets a pass. Connor on top, Anthony on the bottom here. Oh, nice little throw by Connor. Gonna reset it and run it back. Connor's pushing in a little bit too much. He's gonna get. There we go. Now he's a little bit more in control of his weight. He's got to control the ankles. That was very good. Let's see what he did there. Collapse the frame. Slides his body into position, especially his right knee. So now Ant is unable to recover the guard with his legs. Obviously, Ant taking it easy on the new guy. That's a little bit here. Ant's making grips, good. Connor just kind of went straight into it. He might get hit with a dummy sweep. He's got to be careful. Hey, good misdirection. Again, that's another advantage of passing from the feet. You're in a much more athletic position than your opponent. Ernest on the top, Julian on the bottom here. Julian trying to get the connections. Ernest trying to make an angle. Oh, almost. Julian doing a good job keeping his knees in. See if Ernest switches up his approach. Julian, oh, sorry. Julian doing a very good job keeping his frames in close. Ernest pins the leg down, runs. Julian doing a good job keeping up, switching directions. Oh, that was nice. So Ernest is having trouble working his way around. Steps to the outside, pins that leg. Nice. Now, if he beats Julian's high step over here, which I think he's gonna because his right arm is in position, his left leg's gonna be able to step around here. Boom. Now he's got a positive angle on Julian. He does have to worry about the hand on this leg. Let's see how he deals with it. Oh, Julian let go. And now he's able to make north-south, chest to chest. That was good. Leah on top, Kirk on the bottom. Missed it a second ago, but so Aaliyah's making a run to the right, but watch what Kirk does with his left foot. Stay sticky with it. So now they're moving together here. And now once he loses that, his left hand takes a position. So now they're moving together. He's still flat on his back. She's trying to get him to point the other way. Kirk manages to keep up until he gets his feet back in between him and her. There we go. Aaliyah should have switched to grip a little bit sooner. From here, I'd like to see her pushing on his knees and exposing his legs, making space between his elbows and his knees as she runs. That would have made it a little bit easier to get north-south. At the end of the day, she still got there very good. Turns. Oh, that was nice. A little hop skip over the arm. Kurt keeps up with her though. There, that was nice. Let's see what happened there. Gets the cross grip here. Kurt's going to put up the frames. He's got the frames. How did she get over it? Oh, she really collapses. Like, look, Kirk is completely misaligned. His body's practically pointing this way. So these frames are no longer as effective. She runs it, yep, all the way to north-south. The chest-to-chest connection could use a little bit of work, but getting to north-south, great. Kirk doing a good job using his legs to stay sticky and getting the frames in. Nice. She folds it. There we go. Manages to beat the arm. Goes too far. There we go. Nice. Denise on top, Hunter on the bottom here. I was about to say Denise has to make a better connection on the legs, and she did. In the beginning, she was a little bit too far away, like she was almost reaching for the legs. There we go. Now she's got a much more solid connection here. She can control the ankles. Oh, good drag. There we go. That was nice. Right into a knee bar. Good. And she starts with solid connection. Gets a drag, trying to find an outside angle. Very good. Yeah, pushing the knees down. Hunter doing a good job trying to square back up. That wasn't bad on both of their parts. Not bad at all. They're gonna run it one more time before they run out of time. So he drags a leg across. Oh, good high step by Hunter. I think they're gonna run out of time. Back and forth. Got Zach on top and Kev on the bottom here. Open guard already. Kevin's got to get more aggressive, pull him into a situation that he can control. That is not it. Zach runs it back. Still no pass there. But, I mean, we all saw where that was going. So they reset. Guard's open, but Kev's doing a good job maintaining his grips. Yeah. I think my white belts are waiting a little bit too much in that open guard stance where Zach was up. Technically, Kev had grips on Zach, but he wasn't doing much. Again, you can't wait on your opponent if they're in a more athletic position. So guards open, that's fine. From here, I predict that Kevin's just kind of sit and wait to see what happens. Cannot. If your opponent is in a much more athletic position than you, you cannot afford to do that. Let's see how it plays out. Yeah, Kev's just kind of waiting on. Oh, now he's getting active, trying to pull him into a guard that he can control. That was much better. Still lost the battle there, but I like that he was a little bit more proactive. Again, anytime your opponent is up and you're down, you should be making inroads onto pulling him into a guard situation that you can control or standing up. No shame in standing up. Like Derek Lewis says, jiu-jitsu ain't real, just stand up. Kev's doing a much better job controlling Zach's posture now. Got double unders here. You can start walking to the back if you wanted to. Oh, it looks like Zach's working for an Ezekiel though. Not think Kev's just content to hold him down here, which is fine, which is allowed in the parameters of the drill that we were doing. Oh, gets Zach gets the guard open. He's probably going to go to a tight pass from here. Yeah, just because the angle that Kevin had. Very good. Both gentlemen, very good. Got Dave on top and Ant on the bottom here. Oh, Dave gets a nice guard break. See if he could stand up and pass. Ant's got to go way more aggressive with his grips. He's just kind of waiting for Dave right now again. Lower body should be engaged, upper body engaged. Yeah, that was good by Dave, but really it was a mistake on Ant's part. He's got to engage way sooner, way more aggressive. Aggressive on defense, aggressive on offense. What I always tell my guys. Posture up. Looks like Dave's going for the big man break. Yep, log splitter down the middle. Let's see if he can keep his balance. Ant's doing a very good job keeping that guard closed. Dave's got to make adjustments here. Hands on the hips now. There we go. Gets the guard open. And doing a better job keeping grips on Dave. There we go. Now he tries to sit up. Much more aggressive with the grips. Like to see it from Ant. But Dave still manages to turn the corner and get the pass. Fast forward a bit. And they restart. Guard's already open. Oh, I guess that was a false start. Don't know which break Dave is going for right now. Looks like he's going for the log splitter again. Oh, no. Switches to a traditional break. And doing a better job controlling his posture. Also, Dave might want to watch his balance a little bit. Guard's open. Could have had a pass there, but I like how he's working what the specific drills for this week. Turns the Manages to get the grip, turns the corner, and gets eye control. Oh, all that mount. We have time for one more. I think this is the last one. We got Kirk on top and on the bottom here. Kirk was so let's look at what happened again. Kirk's relying on athleticism to try and get around Ant's guard. Remember, the person on the bottom has to do much less physical work to retain the guard than it is for you to pass it. So he's got to have some kind of grips on Ant's body to redirect his frames, for lack of a better word, so he can pass. Ant's doing a good job maintaining connection here and pulling Kirk into a guard position. Very nice. Oh, Kirk gets the outside angle though. Now Ant is forced to react. Good recovery by Ant. It's a pretty good, exciting match. Again, Ant's got very good connection with his right arm right now. Kirk's trying to find an angle around. There we go. Let's look at what happened there. I'm not quite sure what happens. Kirk just kind of manages to get past the legs, pick up past the knees. Hey, I'll take it. Run it back. And being elusive with the legs. I'd like to see his palms open, though. They're kind of folded around his chest. Should be anticipating that he's going to need to post or grip with that hand. Yeah. Simple throw by Kirk. That might have been prevented had hands been open. Maybe, maybe not. They're going to run it back. Any day now. Kirk looks like he's going for another throw by. Not quite. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. This is worth studying. So He makes an angle here. Now, he's got a couple things that he's got to beat. He's got to beat this leg. He's got to beat this hand. Ant's far leg is already out of the equation, so unless Ant pummels it back in, which he can, it's not a factor right now. Now, what I really like that Kirk did was, look, he's controlling the hip with this hand here. This elbow is eventually going to hopefully come inside, prevent this leg from being a post, combined with his motion to the right. Yep, look, Ant loses connection with that post here. Kirk's hand is still on the hip here. Ant's turned into Kirk, but not as much as he wants to because Kirk's controlling his hips with these hands here. Yep. Now he's completely past the frames. Now he's got his arms to deal with. How does he deal with that? He runs north-south. He starts dropping his chest. Uh, that was worth the wait. That was worth the wait. Alyssa on top and Nate on the bottom. Nate doing a good job establishing grips now. Yep, keeping Alyssa's posture broken. Alyssa's got to get that hand off. Yeah, there we go. Way to address the problem. Looking for that break. Surprised she didn't go Sao Paulo. That's her preferred break, although it is loose passing this week. Here, let's see if she could get to a standing position safely and not get swept. Good. Where's she gonna go from here? A little bit too much of a disengagement because now she's got to get the ankles back. I would have kept the pants from there. Nate doing a good job staying elusive with his legs. Again, that's why some people find it easier to pass in the gi because you have handles all up and down their legs. Alessa's struggling to get past Nate's legs, establishing a grip, first of all. She's having trouble establishing a grip and getting past. Well, one leads to the other. So now she's got a grip. She left her legs parallel, though. Nate's a little bit too high, and his legs aren't in a position to get the dummy sweep, but nor can Alyssa just move freely. So she's got, yep, there we go. Broke one grip. There we go. It's north-south. Nate obviously let her have it there, but that was not a bad. I mean, that's how it'll start, right? She's a one-strike white belt. Not bad at all. I'd like to see her control the grips, the pant legs a little bit more to open up an avenue for passing. Ooh, Nate's got good grips. Yeah, she's gonna have to fight through that first. I'd like to see her address the grips on the back of her head first. Nate, let's go. Guard is open. Might run out of time. They got 10 seconds left. She's got to get that grip off the back of her head. Yeah. So again, deal with the most immediate problems first. Can't pass the guard if someone's controlling your posture. And on the bottom and Dave on top. They're doing a good job so far controlling the posture via the wrists and elbows, sleeve, I should say. Got a very good grip with his right hand, high on Ant's armpit, or relatively high to Ant's armpit. Oh, it's got the girlfriend grip now, as the Hawaiians call it. I learned so much cool stuff in Hawaii for jiu-jitsu. Really stayed with me. Oh, Ant was going for a break, but his posture was a little bit low. It gets broken down. For all the person has to, for this game, all the person on the bottom has to do is just maintain that posture. Let's see how Ant addresses his posture being broken right now. Yep, he's got the inside position with the left arm. Can't see what the right arm's doing, but his left arm's back on the floor. That's no good. He's got to get inside position with both hands. Start building height. Start building posture. There we go. There we go. Yep, now he can get into his breaks. It's a back and forth battle between high posture and low posture right now. Ooh, they've got an outside angle on his forearm and an underhook on the close arm. He can start going for sweeps and stuff here. And it's going to get that right elbow back. There we go. There we go. Yep, now he's got inside position. Yep. He's got to sit back a little. He's sitting too far over his opponent now. I don't know what break he wants to do. Okay, now he's got to pin the hips. Yeah, he's not going to be able to do the break that I think he's going for if Dave's hips are off the floor. Crucial to that traditional break, that knee in the middle butt break, the knee in the middle break, is your opponent's hips have to be flat on the ground. Yeah, Dave's just controlling the posture pretty well here. Dave on top, Zach on the bottom here, starting standing. I thought that was a pass for a second. I thought that was all the way to a pass. Let's look at what went right and what went wrong. So Zach gives him the grips. Dave does the right thing, redirects the legs. Good. Now he's got these posts. First of all, he's got Zach pointed away from him. Great. He's got these posts to deal with, but they're in a weak position because, again, Zach is pointed away from him. Zach's just posting here. That's the north south. Oh, okay. I don't know if you saw. Watch Zach's left foot. He sneaks it in as Dave goes to go north south. Boom, sneaks it in. He's got frames in now on his lower body. He's got frames in on his upper body. I'm curious to see what Dave did with this arm. Oh, he let go. Okay, that's why Zach's able to recover. Not only recover, but get to a good half guard position. I don't know what happened here. Let's fast forward a little bit. Oh, fast forward too much. Restart. So Dave redirects the legs again. Working with this post. That's much better. Collapses down in on Zach and gets side control. That was good. I'd like to see Zach put resistance up a little bit earlier. This must have been earlier in the week when they weren't too familiar with the positions or the drills yet. There we go. Zach's trying to make a guard position. Dave collapses in, trying to get chest to chest. Runs into a knee shield. Okay, strips the grip. Still in that knee shield. Doing a good job occupying Zach's frame. Zach can't really use his right arm too much because Dave's got it in that weird overhook. There we go. Dave's starting to think now. Yep. Oh, wait. I should have went to side control. So again, from here, boom. Again, hindsight being 2020. I'd like to see him backstep this way. Instead, he chooses to go over. And Zach just elevator sweeps him with that underhook. That was close, though. That was a pretty entertaining match. You run it again. And simple pass. Good job, both gentlemen.